everybody, welcome to Cooking with Mo and Deb. We are working on some Thanksgiving side dishes and we're making one today using squash.
Yummy.
You don't know this, the recipe came from a restaurant that used to be that we used to go to every now and I think we had lunch there a time or two. It's Mount Vernon Squash Casserole.
Yes,
So
we love our Mount Vernon.
This restaurant is at the foot of the mountain near our home and near Lookout Mountain, and it's not in business anymore. But we actually did a pie. If you look back through our recipes,
amaretto cream pie from
it came from Mount Vernon. It was a specialty.
Even though we don't know it's Mount Vernon's recipe, but we think it was close enough. That's so, you know.
Well, this one I'm not sure how I got it, but the title of it is Mount Vernon Squash Casserole. So
it may be the real McCoy.
Exactly. So it's Mount Vernon Squash Casserole. It's something that I like to make for Thanksgiving. So I've already gotten started with it. First thing you need is squash, and I have actually used squash and zucchini. I like the color of the green mixed in with the yellow, and what you do is wash them and boil them on the stove top.
Your cameraman, Debbie.
Yes, I wanted to show that.
Debbie-doo.
There's our squash. On the stove top, I put them in a pan and cook them, and then I poured off the water and I added them to a casserole dish.
Now, I like having the green and the yellow.
I do too.
It makes it pretty.
It is, exactly.
It's just a yellow squash.
Next thing you need is a quarter cup of butter, and I'm just going to slice, put in the butter right here. If your squash is warm, it'll go ahead and melt right then. If it's not, it'll melt and mix in with your squash as it bakes. Mine, it's been a few minutes since we took it out of the pan, so it's gonna melt up really good whenever it's cooking. Then you're gonna have one onion. I think it's 1.5 cups. I only have a cup because that's how many I have today, which is fine. If you didn't,
I think 1.5 would be a
lot of onion. Yeah. So if you didn't like onion though, you could even leave that out. I like onion, so I'm okay with putting it in there.
But some people don't. And so when you're feeding someone at Thanksgiving, you want to make it tasty for everybody.
Yes.
You don't want somebody going home saying, "Man, that squash casserole had a bunch of onion."
All I could taste was the onions. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you add your onions.
This will be plenty, I think.
And then you're going to, that's our oven heating.
Our oven's ready.
Okay, and it's heating up to 450.
Okay.
So the next thing you're going to do is mix up 2 eggs.
Okay, so you've already got those.
Got that done.
All right, you want me to help you?
Ooh, whoopsie, I should have let you do that.
No, because I've already spilled it twice.
A half a cup of milk, and hold that one. Cheese, a cup of cheese.
Okay, 1 cup of grated cheese.
Grated cheese. We'd already have it grated for you. So just going to stir that together, and we're going to pour this over the squash.
This really looks easy, Deb.
It's so easy. It is. And you know, when you're doing, turkey and other dishes that are kind of hard, take a lot of time, you need something that's easy. And this squash casserole is super, super easy and super tasty.
I bet.
Okay, last step before you put it in the oven is to melt some butter and add some, I use Ritz crackers. Mix these together. Let me grab a spoon.
Who was it? Andy Griffith used to do a Ritz cracker commercial. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
He'd say, something, what are you hungry for when you don't know what you're hungry for?
That's
something on a crisp Ritz cracker.
I can't believe you remembered that.
I remember all commercials. It's the important things I don't remember. Like pick up the dry cleaning or, all that.
All right, let me add a few more crackers to this.
Okay.
It's a half a cup of crackers, and my recipe just says melted butter, so I think I melted about 1 or 2 tablespoons. Okay, then you're just going to spread this, which I might make some more, but what you're going to do is spread this.
I started to say that seems like not enough.
It doesn't, not for this one.
So I'm going to make some more crackers.
Yeah. Yeah, the topping is really what makes this, in my opinion.
I agree.
Here's the crackers.
Okay. You need that little crunch.
I can't believe it. I didn't make more than this. So we're going to melt a little bit of more butter and crumble up some more crackers to cover the other half of the casserole. But this is what it's looking like right now. Just crumbling up the crackers. Oops, I spilled a little bit of liquid there. So this is one side dish. We're going to make some more side dishes, and you're going to find the recipe underneath the video. We now need some more butter. Here's some butter. So Mo's going to melt me some butter too. We just put some crackers into the manual food a food processor.
Yeah, it's a little baby food processor.
Yeah, I like having a small one because it's so much easier to store and get it out.
It's so big.
And those are sometimes you don't want to get all the large stuff out to work with.
Right.
But like I said, a good casserole, an easy casserole is something you need when you're cooking during the holidays, because when you have so many things to make, it's hard to get everything done and done on time. So I like to have a couple of easy things to do.
So you can make these ahead, can't you, Deb?
For sure, yes. You could make this even the night before, the day before. I haven't froze, but possibly you could. You could try that. But definitely if you wanted to, or you know what I would probably do is get it all put together and bake it on the day of your event. If you're having it on Thanksgiving, bake it Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
That's probably what I would do.
I was thinking way ahead, like make it this week for Thanksgiving 2 weeks from now.
I have never frozen it, but you could do that.
I haven't ever. I always just get up and, just work my fingers to the bone on Thanksgiving morning.
I'm good at doing a few things ahead. There we go. Now we got enough.
Oh, yeah. That was
So, we're going to bake this at 450 degrees for 30 minutes. And when it's finished, we'll have
We're gonna eat it.
show it. Okay.
Bye.
It's time for squash casserole. It's been in the oven. It took 20 minutes. And this is, let's see, it's been sitting out for a few minutes. I think I can pick it up. This is the squash casserole we're going to have for on Thanksgiving. Sometimes we have it at Christmas too. And why do we only make this at Thanksgiving and Christmas?
I don't know.
I don't
We should
understand
make it
that.
all the time.
For sure.
All the time. So we're gonna try a little bit.
It smells really
Oh my
good.
goodness, it looks great too.
So here you go. See how pretty? Remember, I put zucchini in it also. Zucchini and squash.
And yellow squash.
And let's have a taste. It's got onions in it.
Cheese in it.
And on top is a good graham cracker crust.
Oh my gosh, Debbie. You forgot something though, remember?
Oh, I did.
But you know what?
We don't need it.
I know. She said after we put it in the oven, she said, I forgot the salt and pepper.
But I don't think I have to have it. But if the recipe has salt and pepper, you'll see it in the recipe.
Okay.
But if you forget it, I think you're okay. I know some people salt at the table anyway. So, I hesitate to, I don't want to over salt things.
Yeah, we don't want to put a lot in there.
The fact that there's no salt here is fine.
This is great.
So, we are going to post this recipe underneath the video, so be sure that you try it. Maybe you want to do a test run, try it before Thanksgiving. You're going to love it. So, try this out. Watch for the video. Share our videos. Tell all your friends. We want y'all to come on over and have some good cooking.
Have some good Southern cooking with us.
Well, we're going to go eat our squash casserole. Y'all stay tuned for something else. Thanks.